has no one else to summon to get him indicted.
Okay, so when the police department, when Sean Shelton from Internal Affairs called Amy Ashworth, and he says, "Are you aware of this police report that has a lot of discrepancies?" We'll use his words, discrepancies, right? But we call them lies. When someone puts something that's not accurately depicted, he's lying. And he had, 13 months now to fix it, and they never fixed it. So he flat out lied. When Sean Shelton calls Amy Ashworth and questions her about this officer, this investigator, he's the lead investigator on the case. He's asking her about the lies. She says she's aware of it, right? That was prior to October. This was in September. And a few days later, Mustafa gets indicted. This is the indictment. Witnesses summoned by the Commonwealth, sworn and sent to testify before the grand jury. Investigator Robert H. Drum of Prince William County PD. Robert Drum. He's the witness that went before a grand jury. The same liar went to the grand jury, and she used him as a witness. So did he continue his lie, and she know about it? Her name should be on this Brady list. This Brady list, her name should be on it. Sarah Sammy's name should be on it, because these people are liars, and they've been caught in a lie. They're caught lying on tape. It's not a question now. It's not a question whether they lied or not. There's hard evidence, audio recordings of them lying to the court. She's lied multiple times. She's lied about Mustafa the other day in bond. She lied about someone touching her improperly. Sarah Sammy is doing all the lying. And if you notice the hearing before the bond, the one before that, she was so scared to talk in court. She was so scared to talk. She was whispering to her assistant what to say. She's whispering in the ears of her assistant what to say in court to the judge. And she's sitting right there beside her assistant. And she's whispering in his ear what to say. Why not stand up and say it for yourself? What are you so afraid of? You're the senior prosecutor. You're the senior assistant Commonwealth. Right? Why not get up and stand and say what you have? But she's scared. And even on the complaint they sent to the court, it was written up by Sarah Sammy, but it was signed by a different prosecutor. Now, why would Sarah Sammy not put her signature on the statements she made to the judge? She said that I went out and purchased a rifle with 1,000 rounds, and that she had hard evidence that someone saw me go into this gun store and purchase these items, insinuating that I'm gonna go into this courthouse and do something bad. We've been here for 40 days, peacefully, standing here peacefully, okay? But that's what she told the judge, to sequester the jury. And she got her motion passed, only for her to later come back and say, oh, you know what, the witness wasn't credible. That witness was not credible, so we're gonna retract this statement. We're gonna retract that statement. And then she characterizes Casey Stevens in her complaint. What does Casey Stevens have to do with this whole complaint? With sequestering the jury? Casey Stevens assaulted my mother in court while I was standing there right in front of me. He's lucky I'm a civil person and I went to the police. He's lucky. Anybody else would have taken a different action. But we like to stick to the rule of law. Okay? We are the ones that are law-abiding. Not Sarah Sammy, not Amy Ashworth, not Robert Drum, and not Casey Stevens. We follow the law. Had this been the other way around, if I had smacked his phone out of his hands and caused him injury, they would have dragged me out of that courthouse right into jail. And I would have never been out. They would have said I'm a danger to society because I can't control my temper. But that's what Casey Stevens did. He couldn't control his temper. We're just asking him a simple question. But he's gonna hit a little old lady. He's gonna assault a lady because what? He lost his temper? That drunk? He's a drunk. He has anger problems. On May 28th, The judge should lock him up for assaulting a woman, a disabled person. Okay, that's aggravated assault. If you look up aggravated assault, that's the definition of what he did. He should be locked up. He should take anger management, and he should give us back the money that he stole. But we're going to see if justice really takes place in this county. We're going to see what judge takes this case. We're going to see if Amy Ashworth is going to prosecute her buddy, Casey Stevens. We're going to see that on May 28th. I think we all know what's going to happen on May 28th. But we're hoping for justice to prevail. We're going to hope for justice to prevail. And I'll leave it at that.